The Dragon Who Collected Names. On the far side of a green valley, beyond a river that curved like a sleeping cat, there stood a mountain with a single dark opening near its peak. Inside that mountain lived a dragon. He was very large, very old, and very tired of gold. This dragon's name was Arenthas, though almost no one knew it, because Arenthas did not care for being called things. Names, he believed, were troublesome. They followed you. They stuck. Instead of collecting gold or Jews, Arenthas collected names. He carved them carefully into the stone walls of his cave. Kings, knights, shepherds, thieves, anyone who came before him and spoke their name aloud would find it etched into the rock, neat and permanent. It made the cave very crowded. The villagers below knew about the dragon, of course. They spoke of him carefully, usually while looking over their shoulders. They said he slept most of the time. They said he only woke when someone climbed the mountain. They said he breathed fire, though no one could remember the last time they had seen him do it. Once every year, the village sent someone up the mountain. Not as a sacrifice, not exactly. They sent someone to ask the dragon not to bother them. This year, that someone was a young woman named Merrin. Merrin was not a knight. She did not own armour. She owned a good pair of boots, a sharp mind, and a habit of asking questions at inconvenient moments. She packed bread, cheese, and a notebook, and started up the mountain before dawn. The climb was long. By the time Merrin reached the cave, her legs ached and her patience was thin. Smoke drifted lazily from the opening, warm but not threatening. She stepped inside. The cave was enormous. Names covered the walls from floor to ceiling, carved in careful script. Some were old and worn smooth. Others looked newly cut. At the centre of the cave lay Arenthas. He opened one eye. "Oh," he said, "another one." "I'm Merrin," she replied, before thinking better of it. The dragon sighed and picked up a stone tool. "Spell it, please." Merrin watched as her name joined the others. "That's unsettling," she said. "People always say that," Arenthas replied. "Then they leave." "Do they?" "Yes, eventually." Merrin looked around. "And if they don't?" They become very quiet, said the dragon. She swallowed. I've come from the village, she said. We were hoping you'd leave us alone this year. Arenthas blinked. I already do. Well, said Merrin, you do eat our goats. Only the ones that wander up the mountain, he said. That's not my fault. She considered this. That's fair, I suppose. The dragon paused. You're not shouting. I'm tired, said Merrin. He nodded. Understandable. Merrin looked again at the walls. Why names? She asked. Arenthas shifted his enormous head. Because names are promises, he said. They say, this is who I am. People are very attached to them. And you collect them. I keep them safe. Merrin frowned. They're carved into a wall. Yes, said Arenthas. Very safe. She walked closer, reading a few. Some names had small marks beside them. What are those? People who asked to leave their name behind, he said. Why would anyone do that? The dragon smiled, which involved a great many teeth. So they could be someone else. Merrin thought about that for a long moment. Can I have my name back? She asked. Arenthas looked surprised. No one's ever asked that. Well, said Merrin, I'd like it. He considered her. If I give it back, he said slowly, you won't be Merrin anymore. I know. What would you be? She shrugged. Something lighter. Arenthas leaned back, smoke curling from his nostrils. You'd forget things, he said. Habits, expectations, who people think you are. Sounds nice. And the village wouldn't know you. I can introduce myself. The dragon stared at her. Then he laughed. It echoed through the cave like rolling thunder. Very well, he said. He raised one claw and gently scraped her name from the wall. The stone smoothed over as if it had never been there. Merrin felt different. Not gone, just unfastened. When she left the cave, the mountain felt shorter. The air felt wider. She walked down to the village, smiling at people she recognized, but did not feel bound to. They asked her name. She thought for a moment. I'm still deciding, she said. They nodded as though this made sense. High above, Arenthas looked at the empty space on the wall. He hesitated. Then, carefully, he carved a new name. His own. And for the first time in centuries, the dragon slept without guarding anything at all.